Hey everyone, my name's Silver Fox.
And I'm KFC Dad. Welcome back to another prediction vlog. This is week
2
of the Premiership. We had an exciting week 1, didn't we?
Yes.
And it was brilliant. So we're looking forward to doing week 2 now. Before we carry on though, we just want to say, unfortunately, Wesley Schnauzer, he's given us his predictions. He won't be coming on this vlog because he had an accident last week when he went to the dog groomers. And to cut a long story short, he has nerve damaged his neck and he's quite poorly at the moment. He has given his predictions. And we will say his predictions at the end.
Can you say get well to him, get well soon?
Yeah, he'll appreciate that. And hopefully he'll be back for the predictions next weekend.
Pray.
Yes. Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. We're still hunting for that illustrious 100 likes. So make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes, and get down there.
So last week, KFC Dad did very, very well. KFC Dad had 15 points from last weekend. And in second place was Wesley Schnauzer with 10 points. And in third place was Mayan and Silver Fox with 5 points.
Embarrassment.
You need to get your predictions better. So a quick chat about our game Monday night. Leicester took on Spurs at the King Power Stadium, and many Leicester fans went into it thinking we're going to get trounced, we're going to get battered, we're going to get because, and it's understandable because of the pre-season we had. We had not a very good pre-season. But in the first half, we defended very well. As we did let in a goal. Pedro Porro scored a goal. Yeah. But the second half, Steve Cooper had a plan B, which our previous manager didn't have. And he executed the plan B, and it worked. And
Vardy had a Red Bull.
Yeah, Vardy had a Red Bull at half time. And Vardy scored. And we come out a 1-1 draw, which is quite commendable against a Spurs side littered with talent. Just bought Dominic Solanke for 65 million.
And last season,
Archie Gray for 40 million.
And last season they bought James Maddison.
They did. Talking about James Maddison, he had a mixed reception when he came. There were some boos from some of the fans, but there was probably just as many or more claps for James Maddison. So if you ever watch this, James Maddison, we didn't boo you, we clapped you because you were there 5 years, and yes, you have.
And for me 12.
Yeah, you gave him his shirt, and we've got no hard feelings, and best of luck to you, mate. Except when you play us. So that was our game on Monday night, a well-earned point.
Yes.
Okay, guys, so let's get into it. It's
game number 1 is Brighton versus Manchester United.
Yes, Brighton and Hove Albion versus Manchester United. Now, Brighton are a very, very good side. So are Man United. But in the last game of Manchester United, which was Friday night kickoff, and they won 1-0.
And Brighton won 3-0.
Yeah, they were quite impressive with the 3-0. They have a new manager in Fabian Herzler, but they're playing slightly different. They're transitioning quicker than Roberto Zerbi did. And Man United, they played against Fulham, and Fulham gave a good account of themselves, but in the end, Man United nicked that win 1-0. So, having said all that, what do you think for this game, Mr. Mayan and Silver Fox?
Brighton will win 2-1.
You going for a Brighton win?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start this weekend off with a sit on the fence.
Ah.
I'm going to go for a Desmond. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. And, well, Wesley, he's told us his prediction. He's gone for a 2-1 Manchester United win.
Ooh.
That's Wesley Schnauzer. So that's game number 1. Okay, and the next game is game number
2 is Crystal Palace versus West Ham London Derby.
Yes, Crystal Palace versus West Ham. So, in the first weekend, Crystal Palace, they've also got a new manager. They played against
Brentford, the Bees.
the Bees, yes, but they lost 2-1 against the Bees, didn't they?
Yes.
And West Ham, they had an all-claret match against Aston Villa, all claret and blue. And Aston Villa came out on top on that one.
Got the 3 points.
2-1 win for Aston Villa. So both teams losing at the weekend. What do you think will happen on this one?
I'm going for it, Desmond.
Desmond?
For 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. Okay. I'm gonna go for the first West Ham win of the season. I'm gonna go for a 1-0 West Ham win against Crystal Palace.
Are you?
Yes, and Wesley Schnauzer. Now he has told us, and he's put it down, that he's going to sit on the fence on this one. He's going to go for a 1-1 draw.
And copying his dad.
Yes. Game number
3
is
it's our first away day, Dad.
It is our first away day of the season, and it is
Fulham versus Leicester City.
Yeah, so we will be going down to that one. This Friday we'll be staying at Uncle Nando's.
Yeah.
And so Fulham. The last time we played Fulham at Fulham,
We got smashed.
We got smashed 5-0. And that wasn't a very nice day. It was a bit toxic and it wasn't that great. Hopefully that's not ever going to happen again.
Hopefully they be positive, Fox.
Yeah, so Fulham have bought in a few players. They've bought in Emil Smith-Rowe from Arsenal. They're in talks with McTominay from Man United. So they have strengthened, and
They sold Bobby Reed.
Yeah, they did say Bobby Dover-Reed to us.
He'll be playing against you on Saturday.
Possibly, he could be playing against you. And Leicester, we've already mentioned Leicester. They did quite well against Spurs in the second half. Now, if we can play like that through the whole game, then I think we have a chance of getting something from there. But we have to play like that. We can't play like we did in the first half, where we were just defending. So, what are you going for on this one, mate?
I'm going for a 3-1 Leicester City to win.
3-1 you're going for?
Yes.
I'm going for a Leicester City win as well, because I feel that we're going to do this. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leicester City win.
Do you think Sue Cooper will do well against Fulham?
I think if we play like how we did in the second half, yes. And Wesley Schnauzer has given his prediction. He's gone for a Desmond.
What are you thinking about that?
He's gone for a Desmond, and he's gone for a 2-2 draw. So that's game number 3. Okay, guys, game number 4 is
Manchester City versus Ipswich Town.
All right, Manchester City versus Ipswich Town. Well, Ipswich Town, one of the promoted sides like us and like Southampton, losing their first game 2-0, was it, against Liverpool?
Yeah.
And
they played really well first half.
They did play really well in the first half, but I don't think they could keep up those energy levels for the second half, and Liverpool stepped up a gear. Manchester City, they played against Enzo Maresca's Chelsea, and they won 2-0 as well against Enzo Maresca's Chelsea. So, having said all that, what do you think will happen in this game?
4-0 to Manchester City.
4-0.
We're going to get back and smash.
Okay. Sorry, Ipswich fans, I'm going to have to go, because they are the champions and they are a good, very, very good team. I mean, they beat Chelsea 2-0. I'm going to go 3-0 to Manchester City. And Wesley Schnauzer has given his prediction. He's gone He's given you a goal. He's gone 3-1 to Manchester City.
And
So-
also, I thought this one too out. Ipswich bought another player today. Keep buying players.
Yeah, they have. They bought about 11 players. It's getting them to gel and fit in. That takes some time sometimes, it can't happen straight away. So I think they will hold their own, but they are playing against a tough Manchester City side. So that's game number 4. Game number
5
is
Southampton versus Nottingham Forest. The trees.
Southampton, the promoted side like us, against Nottingham Forest. Southampton, they narrowly lost against Newcastle. They played really, really well, and they lost 1-0 against Newcastle. Whereas Forest
Got a draw against Bournemouth.
got a draw against Bournemouth. I don't know. This one's a tough one to call.
Southampton at home.
They are at home at St Mary's. What are you going for on this one?
I'm sitting on their fence. This one. For 2-2 draw.
Desmond. You know what? I'm going to sit on the fence on this one as well. It's hard to call this one. I'm going to go 1-1 draw.
Oh.
And what about Wesley Schnauzer?
I think it's going for 1-1 0-0.
He's gone for a draw as well. So Wesley Schnauzer has gone and told us it is a 0-0 draw for this match. So that is game number 5. Okay, game number 6 is
Spurs versus Everton.
okay. Yeah, Tottenham versus Everton. What do you think? Tottenham. Well, we've played against Leicester. They smashed us in the first half. Overpowered us. Had plenty of chances, but just could not put them away.
But Leicester will give you a ball. Fatu did a brilliant tackle against him.
They did. We battled, and we battled hard in the first half. We rode our luck a bit at times. We did go down 1-0 in the end in the first half with a Pedro Porro header assist from Maddison. And in the second half, I don't know, Steve Cooper brought out a plan B.
And then Vardy got his Red Bull.
Yeah, Vardy had his Red Bull at half time. And we got a goal and we got a draw, which we're very pleased about because most of us thought we were going to get smashed. So that was Tottenham. What about Everton?
Everton lost 3-0.
Against Brighton. Lost 3-0, and I think they were really outplayed.
All the Everton fans want their Sean Dyche out already.
Yeah, after one game. Right, what are you going for on this one, mate?
I'm going Spurs to win 2-1. They go back on wins.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a Spurs win as well. I'm going to go 2-0.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
What did he tell us?
He's gone for 2-1 to Spurs.
He's gone 2-1 to Spurs. That's Wesley Schnauzer.
I think Wesley Schnauzer copying me.
Is he? That's game number 6. Game number 7 is
Aston Villa versus Arsenal.
Aston Villa versus Arsenal.
At Aston Villa Park.
Villa Park, yeah. Arsenal. Arsenal, they won their first game, didn't they?
They won 2-0.
Bukayo Saka.
Yep.
They're looking very strong. They made a few signings. Calafiori. Who else have they signed?
They've signed someone else. I can't in my head.
Oh, okay.
Aston Villa have been buying players.
As well. Aston Villa, they won their first game as well, didn't they?
Against the Irons.
And I don't know. Arsenal are my tip to win the league. They're going to finally do it this year. So I've gone for a 2-1 Arsenal win.
I haven't. I've gone 2-1 to Aston Villa at home.
2-1 to Aston Villa at home. And
I can see Ollie Wilkins will score.
Okay, well, Wesley Schnauzer says he's going to sit on the fence. He's gone for a 1-1 draw.
Ooh, Aston Villa might like that.
So you're saying Arsenal are going to drop points. Wesley Schnauzer saying they're going to drop points. It's only me who's saying that they're not going to drop points.
Ooh.
So that's game number 7. Game number 8 is
Bournemouth versus Newcastle.
Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Yes. So, in the last game, Newcastle, they narrowly won 1-0 against Southampton.
Was that hard for them?
It was a hard-earned win there. And Bournemouth,
They got 1-1 draw against Nottingham Forest.
they did. Got a 1-1 draw against Nottingham Forest. I think this will be another tight game. What about you?
I'm going for 2-0 to Newcastle.
2-0 to Newcastle. I'm going to go for another 1-0 win for Newcastle. I think it'll be very tight. And Wesley Schnauzer
He's gone for 2-1 to Bournemouth.
2-1 to Bournemouth.
Yes.
Wesley Schnauzer. If you get that right, he'll be in front of you, mate.
Oh
Anyway.
no, don't want that.
Okay, that's game number 8. Game number 9 is
Wolves versus Chelsea.
Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Chelsea. Both teams in the first game of the season losing 2-0.
Yes.
Wolves losing 2-0 to Arsenal. And Chelsea losing 2-0 to Manchester City.
Yes.
So, what do you think? Do you think Enzo Maresca will get his first win in this game?
No.
You don't?
No.
You think he's going to lose? What's the score going to be?
2-1 to Wolves.
2-1 to Wolves. Well, I think Enzo Maresca will get his first win of this second week. I think I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Chelsea.
What about Wesley Schnauzer?
Wesley Schnauzer's gone for a Chelsea win as well. He's gone 2-0 to Chelsea.
But I just got Wolves did play very good against Arsenal.
They did, but you've got to see the quality that Chelsea have. And, eventually he's going to get it right. And I think this will be the game where he does win. So that is game number 9. Game number 10
is Liverpool versus Brentford.
The last game of the weekend. There's no Monday night football this weekend. This is the 4:30 kickoff, I think, on Sunday. The previous games, game number 9, Wolves was on Sunday, and the one before that, Bournemouth, that was on Sunday as well. I think they were 2 o'clock kickoffs. So this one is a 4:30 kickoff, and Liverpool take on Brentford at
the Anfield.
So Liverpool getting a 2-0 win in their first game with Arne Slot
against Ipswich Town,
and Brentford getting a win as well
against Crystal Palace.
So, what are you going to go for on this?
Sorry, Brentford fans. I'm going for 4-1 to Liverpool.
4-1?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to go for a Liverpool win as well, and I'm going to go 3-0. Wesley Schnauzer has told us that he's going to go a 2-0 win for Liverpool on this last game. Yes. So that completes all our weekend games for week number 2 in the Premier League.
We will be at the Brent and Fulham away.
We will be at Fulham away. So, guys, smash a like. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Hope you like watching our content. And Wesley Schnauzer will be back next week.
Like and share and do subscribe, please.
Okay. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. Let's get into...
Number 1 is Brighton versus Manchester United.
Brighton versus...
Bloopers.
And we dive into game number
3 is...
Game number 3. And we dive into game number...
At the Southampton Park, number 2 against Crystal Palace versus West Ham.
Hold on a minute. Which park?
Southampton Park.
Oh, let's do that one again. It's Sellers Park, not Selliston Park. Okay, game number 9 is
Oh,
What?
I think you said 10.
Okay, game number 9 is
Wolves versus Chelsea.
Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Chelsea. Wolverhampton Wanderers played against.
Don't know.
Okay, the last game of the weekend is game number 10.
It's Liverpool versus Brentford.
Yeah, Liverpool versus Brentford. Now, this is a Sunday kickoff. So was game number 9 and game number 8, Bournemouth and Wolves. So this is the Sunday kickoff. I think it's a late kickoff on Sunday. And Liverpool take on
Bournemouth, the Cherries.
Brentford.
The Bees.
Oh, man.
What is on you on about Chelsea now?